Hey y'all, really fast before the meat of the video starts, I literally just filmed the video that you guys are about to see, and I had to try it twice because of lipstick complications, and in the second time, I managed to not include a thank you. So first, I'm sorry, and then second of all, thank you guys. I hit 200 subscribers, and just like when I hit 100, it just feels weird that that many people care and like want to hear me speak. But I am eternally grateful. I hope that you guys can continue supporting me because it really does mean a lot. And I hope that in turn I can keep giving you guys content that you enjoy. So yes, not to get sappy, but thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy the video. Here we go. Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back and happy Halloween. I know that I'm a little bit early, but I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday, and this is going to be the last video on my channel that goes up before Halloween, so can't hurt to get to celebrating just a little early, right? Besides that, it does go perfectly with today's video theme, which is Monster High dolls and horror movies, and oh boy am I excited. I'm sure that you guys have seen that Mattel finally released the long-awaited It Pennywise and then the Shining Grady Twins dolls. And oh boy, do I have a lot of things to talk about. Everyone's been talking about this, so I am one voice in a million, but I hope that you guys can still enjoy joining me for some chit-chat about these dolls. So, they did release October 23rd, Friday, and immediately sold out. It Pennywise was going for $60 US, and then the Grady Twins were going for $75, and people bought these out within like minutes, if even that much. Which to me is honestly a good sign because it shows Mattel that we really genuinely are interested in seeing more Monster High and we want that back. You know, that's what people have been craving for so long. So I'm hoping that this will spur them into action to do even more Monster High dolls. But never fret, they are planning on releasing these specific dolls, the It and then the Shining dolls, at regular retailers, just not quite yet. The ones that sold on the Mattel Creations website did come with an additional art print, and then the ones that they sell after this aren't going to have that print, but you can still have a second chance to get your hands on the dolls themselves, which is like the main part, obviously. Personally, I did not buy them on Friday. I did not try. I know it sounds weird because I'm so excited about these, but I actually had no intention of buying these, and I won't be trying next time either. Just because I'm not really a horror movie person. I like the idea, I like the story that goes along with the horror genre, but I'm a big baby and I can't handle watching it. Like, I read It by Stephen King, but I physically can't watch the movie because it's gonna keep me up at night for 3 weeks, and I can't afford to lose that amount of sleep. So I don't really get to enjoy horror movies. I'm just too sensitive for that. But I can still appreciate the aesthetic of the dolls and obviously the fact that Monster High is coming back. I also, for me, would prefer to buy more of like this kind of Monster High with the original characters. But again, like, I will take what I can get, and if this is what spurs Mattel on, that's good enough for me. So, without further ado, let's show you the dolls. I know that's like the important part. I'm gonna go ahead and shrink myself down, throw Pennywise, we'll start with her, up on the big screen here. And let's talk about her, shall we? Once again, if you see me looking down, it's because I have my iPad out so that I can also be looking at the doll so I know what I'm saying. So, like I said, not a horror movie person, I've never seen it, but wow, this doll looks really good. I love all the fabrics. It's definitely original Monster High. This is not a reboot collector line. That would be atrocious. She just looks so incredible. All of the different fabrics that they use. I love the little pom-poms. The arm cuffs, I'm really into how voluminous those are. There's just an incredible amount of detail on her, which is what we like to see. It's what Monster High was known for back in the day, and obviously with these being collector's editions, it's even more important that they look nice and detailed. And it's just so good. The, I guess, belt area looks like it is like, not embroidery, I don't think that's quite the right word, but it is like a separate piece of ribbon, so it's all intricate and wonderful. I love the Pennywise shoes with the smiling, spiky, sharp clown teeth. I think that is a really good way to just give the character a little bit more edge. The makeup definitely does that as well. I think that this was a perfect combination between the Pennywise classic, like you know instantly who this doll is, and that Monster High beauty, because this doll is beautiful, but in just that most unsettling way that we love. It's so good. The face-up looks, from the pictures, immaculate. I hope that the printing all went well, because can you imagine buying this doll and the printing is off? So I'm hoping that that was good. But like I said, from the pictures, looks stunning. The eyebrows are like super long. Great style. The hair looks a little ridiculous, but also Pennywise is a clown, so like I can't be too mad about that. I am in love with the fact that it looks like they might have reused the texture that they had from the Honey Swamp dolls. To this day, that is my favorite doll hair I have ever encountered because it is just so fluffy and bouncy and curly and wonderful. So I love that they had the opportunity, it looks like, to do more with that and kind of get more of that pom-pom effect. It's so good. I love it. And then she does come with a couple of accessories, you might say. Obviously, the red balloon, I cannot even imagine. I don't even like it. I'm not even a fan. And I cannot imagine them making this doll without a red balloon. So kudos to Mattel for doing the obvious. They also did give her a little toy boat, the SS Georgie. So that is a nice nod to the film. This one I feel like is a little bit more obvious because it's like very clearly Pennywise. Whereas the Grady Twins, when we get there in a minute, they've got some more Easter eggs to me. But I'm just stunned by how great she looks. The art is also, it reminds me very much of Freak to Chic from Monster High, except it is more watercolor. It's not that super saturated. It's kind of a little bit more muted. I like that the balloon is more bright than the hair. It's kind of just a nice contrast there. Great style. It is still very Monster High. It reads that aesthetic to me, but just like a little bit darker than they ever went. I know people like used to think that Monster High was so dark and so crazy, and it's like, it really wasn't. It can get worse, and this is worse, and I love it. It's so good. And then the box. Guys, the box is so good. The outside is simplistic and like sleek and beautiful with just the image of like the balloon with the face. But the inside, the fact that they made this an experience, because I know that some people, especially with collector's editions, will keep the box just because that's what the doll comes in and they want it to be a complete, perfect set. But the box isn't really that special. I love the fact that Mattel made the box on this like a part of the display, how it unfolds. And again, I haven't seen the movie, so I'm sorry if it's like a specific house, but I can tell that it's like a nice creepy house for Pennywise to stand up against. And it completes the scene. It really draws you in, and it just takes it to the next level, that it makes it a proper display piece rather than just, another doll. Absolutely love that. Of course, it also does look like they have the old Monster High articulation for these collector's editions, so that's good to see that they aren't trying to sell a doll for $60 who can't move her wrists. The hands do definitely pop out. It's just all of the old Monster High detail that we loved, y'all. I'm so happy about this. Now, moving on to the Grady Twins from The Shining. They're not bad. Like, I'm not gonna say that they're not good dolls. I think what's taking me aback is it feels strange to see a Monster High mold with essentially just like a human body and face. Like, something about that is just a little strange to me. It might be a little bit, I don't think that it's Uncanny Valley territory. I think it's literally just that I don't associate the Monster High mold with like a normal human look. But that's just me. They do look like good quality. The pleats and the shirt, the lace on the edge of the dress, the fact that the socks are actual proper socks and they're not just painted on. But yeah, I don't know. Something about human Monster High dolls is like a little bizarre for me. Like, Pennywise definitely fits in almost to like the Monster High universe. Whereas the Grady Twins, I feel like they weren't picked for Monster High. They were picked because they're iconic. which I totally get. Like, it is what it is. And they do still, like I said, look really, really good. I know people have been guessing that Twyla's face mold was used for these, and I feel like I must be crazy because I haven't yet seen anyone talking about this, but they look different. Like, they look like they're two different face molds to me. I guess I could just be insane, but I definitely agree that I think one is Twyla, but I think the other one is not. Like, they just look so different, which is interesting because they were identical twins in the movie. I did see The Shining, actually. And yeah, I don't know. So interesting choice, but again, the face-ups look really, really pretty. Simple compared to some other ones, but at least they're well done. That's all you can ask for. And then with the Easter eggs I was mentioning earlier, the heel of their shoes are little like giraffe hedges, like the maze. And then they have a axe barrette in their hair. So I think that that's fun that they did take kind of a more simplistic design and give it little itty bitty twists to make it more movie memorable. They do also come with the key and the red tag attached to the key to room 237. So it's very obvious that these are Shining dolls, and that's without the box. Guys, if the box for Pennywise was good, the box for the Grady Twins is immaculate. Like, I cannot rave enough about this box. And like I said, I'm not even a fan, and it's just like perfect. Because it's the hallway from The Shining. So again, you can really put them in there, but I think that even more so, I'm just guessing, because I didn't see the movie for it, but the Grady Twins in the hallway is so ridiculously iconic to me to horror film culture that making a box that lets you set up basically a little diorama of that moment in your display, that's incredible. I love it so much. And then the art for them, it's funny because I actually think that the art for the Grady Twins looks more inhuman and unsettling than the dolls themselves. Don't know why that is, but I do absolutely love it. I like the staining on the edges, the kind of spider webbing design. Beautiful. This is actually a print, even not being a Shining fan, that I would buy, like, by itself. So if you manage to grab one of these, lucky for y'all, because you're gonna get that print. Very, very nice. So yeah, guys, those are my thoughts. Overall, like I said, these dolls weren't necessarily made for me in mind. I wasn't going to purchase them, but I'm thrilled at what they represent. I'm thrilled to see the quality that they gave us. Mattel really, really upped their game, because, I mean, let's be honest, Mattel has been kind of not the best lately, and this is just really exciting to see something so cool and so exciting from them. So I hope that they continue along this line. But definitely, let me know in the comments, what are your opinions? Who's your favorite? Are you going to buy them? Did you already? Let's have a talk about it. I don't want to stop talking about these because it is just so cool to have Monster High dolls that have come out in 2020. So indulge me. Let me know your feelings in the comments, guys. And I hope that you did enjoy this video. Have a good day and have a happy Halloween. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.